I know I'm late. It's
Wing Wong Thursday.
But this Playboi Carti guy, 30-year-old rapper, Mr. Music himself, he's, not good. Apparently, he got into an altercation while on his tour where he punched one of his drivers and threatened to let the lead fly at another. Here's the audio of the dispatch call with the police.
Try and find him. Apparently, he's threatened to hit and shoot that other driver too, so we're gonna go check into him.
Beefing with your girl, socks one driver, links up with another driver, and then threatens him as well. Playboi Carti?
That's Wing Wong behavior.
Derapy. This story just broke this month, and we'll have him in court this December. So I'm like, I've heard stories about Playboi Carti before. What else is there? So I was looking around, and I found this clip of his ex, Ruby Rose, talking about how he fired one off at her during an argument like a gun. And I just don't think that's entirely necessary.
From your relationship with Carti, and that is, he shot at you?
You watched that interview?
I did. Shout out to you. That's the homie.
I mean,
I just wanted to play a little bit more of the clip so you would get like the full context of it. You know, like a normal response would be like if somebody asked, hey, did he shoot at you? Would be like, what? No. Instead, she's like, oh, you watched that other interview where I talked about him shooting at me. What? In what circumstance is it appropriate during any argument to just kind of let one fly? I feel like that's not like a super responsible thing to do for so many reasons I don't have time to explain.
Can we just touch on that one thing?
no, but me and him were crazy. So like we were young, crazy. I lived in the hood. He would always shoot his gun off my balcony.
Very normal behavior. I'm gonna skip forward just a little bit so we can get some type of confirmation on whether or not he actually shot this gun in her direction, because I feel like that would be pretty bad.
We got in a little argument because I hid his phones before his flight, and it just was like we were outside. He like, it wasn't directly at me. It was just more like
Okay, so before
in the
this
vicinity.
incident,
We were in an argument. I hid his phone before a flight. He shot in my vicinity. In my vicinity? Okay.
Wing Wong.
So that was a while ago, to be fair. They were together 2015, 2017-ish. Granted, I've seen people get loads of flack for tweets from before then, but I digress.
We're digressing.
Is there a pattern, though? He's beefing with a driver, like now, this month, hits him, threatens to cap another. A decade ago, he's in an argument, actually shoots in someone's vicinity. But then there's this other thing. In 2022, he allegedly choked his pregnant girlfriend. I had heard about this before, but I didn't look into it, didn't read an article, didn't see any footage, but there is audio and video now of her talking about how he became more aggressive after she was pregnant, and when she is with police, showing marks and bruises on her neck and on her back, talking about how she didn't want to go to the police and report the father of her child, but she felt like she had no choice. Oh, I also found in 2019, he was actually convicted and fined, which means he's actually guilty of this, assaulting another tour bus driver. So we're talking 2015 to 2017 with Ruby Rose, firing one off. In 2019, he assaulted a driver. Just in the past couple weeks, he assaulted a driver. In 2022, he was allegedly beaten on his girl who was pregnant. So, you know, bad guy, actually. And it would be nice if, you know, some of my favorite artists like The Weeknd and Kendrick Lamar would stop collaborating with him, but, you know, what are you gonna do? We're gonna transition to some lighter stuff, but I just think it's important to know, you know, knowledge is power. If you want to support him, listen to the music. It's your life. I'm not your dad, but you can't say you didn't know, you didn't hear about it, you had no idea. Just something to consider moving forward. Anyways, here's Nicki Minaj talking about Gucci Mane and his wife and being swatted, and Jay-Z, I guess, all one tweet.
October 20th.
Gucci wife had been trying to be me for years, been dying for the spotlight for years. She's there to keep Gucci sedated. Gucci hates Deborah Atney. They don't want Deb around me. She's around me now. Oh, Charlemagne the fraud. Jay-Z friend and business associate using iHeartRadio for these disgusting ploys against innocent families. He was around Wendy before her life went to hell. The buck stops here, baby. Bookmark this tweet. Y'all really do not understand who I really am. Bring it. Let's play. Y'all wanted attention? Let's do it. LAPD. Where's the evidence of my home being swatted with a toddler inside 4 times, guns drawn, Republic Records? Stand up for me any fucking day now. Y'all regret it.
My job is not...
Wing Wong.
Okay. My job is not to try and determine the veracity of everything in this tweet. I just think it's really impressive that Nicki Minaj is able to weave all of these different plots and narratives into one post. First, it's Gucci Mane's wife is jealous of me and she's been trying to be me, Nicki Minaj. Also, Charlemagne is using iHeartRadio to target families. Also, the LAPD has evidence guns were drawn around my toddler. Also, Republic Records do something. Reading a Nicki tweet makes me feel like English is my second language. Please pray for her. Also, before we leave her, this is a response from one of her fans, which I normally wouldn't share, but Nicki reposted it, so she must think it's a good representation of her at the moment. Ahem.
This ain't a meltdown, it's a sacrificial fire alarm. They always send the goddess through the ritual first. She screams in code while the spellcasters say she's crazy. She names the handlers, they call it drama. She begs for protection, they cut the cameras. She points to the ritual, they rerun the program. You think this is about Gucci's wife? This is about what happens when the spell stops working and the sirens don't seduce anymore. It's not a rant, it's a rapture. It's not a breakdown, it's a broadcast. She's not fighting for clout, she's trying to crawl out of the cage before they name the next girl replacement. When the industry needs silence, they schedule a woman to scream into a void they already soundproofed. Watch the timelines. She's not the first. She's not supposed to be the last. But if the veil slips now, you might remember who they killed last season and why they called it marketing. This isn't a threat. It's a memory coded as performance. They thought you'd scroll past. You didn't. The ritual glitched.
Nicki Minaj read that and was like,
She kinda cooked.
she gets it. She gets it. You're weird, she's weird.
Mrs. Wing, Mrs. Wong.
Chauncey Billups, coach of the Portland Trail Blazers, was arrested by the FBI this morning because they believe he was part of an illegal gambling operation. Coincidentally, the previous night, this is what he had to say about pressure after a loss to the Timberwolves.
No, you know, I don't, that pressure thing is nothing to me, man. I do the best I can and let the chips fall where they may. You know that about me by now, quick.
Let the chips fall where they may? Not enough that Anthony Edwards dropped 40 points on your team in the first game of the year and you all lost. You're dropping cheeky quotes about letting the chips fall where they may and then getting thrown in the slammer over illegal poker games immediately after. You really couldn't write this stuff.
Wing Wong.
Also, at the same time, Terry Rozier, current guard for the Miami Heat, and Damon Jones, who is a former NBA player for the Cleveland Cavaliers, were also arrested for similar charges. Terry Rozier was playing the sports books, telling people to take his unders and missing shots or quitting games. Allegedly. Damon Jones was an official, an assistant coach on the Lakers, telling bettors early when players would miss games. Allegedly. All very nasty work. Anyways, funny enough, this episode of Derapy is actually brought to you by DraftKings. What? The crown is yours.
This is a joke. We are joking. We are not sponsored.
Anyways, here's Kendrick Perkins, former hooper, on ESPN as an analyst for basketball. He's known as Big Perk. Big Perk? He's shooting his shot seemingly live on air, even with no visual. Just listen to the response from his female co-host and those in the vicinity.
Well done.
You ready for this one?
God.
What
okay.
you need ibuprofen for when you have a perk?
The lean back. I literally can't stand you and I love you. Coming up.
It was one of the worst performances I've seen in my life.
I'm sitting here in GarageBand, and after he gets this line off, it is a full 4 seconds of uninterrupted silence. Turn his TV off. Few bits that I just need to acknowledge here, just so you can understand why this clip brings me so much joy.
Well done.
You ready for this one?
God.
As soon as you ready for this one? Oh God. You're allowed to abort mission. You can just, based off the initial response, you can just stop.
God.
What you need ibuprofen for when you have a perk?
1, 2, 3, 4.
The lean back.
4 seconds of silence, then just the nervous chuckle and the snort. It just takes me out. It just tickles me. Kendrick Perkins is actually married, so I don't think he was actually shooting a shot at this girl. I'm pretty sure it was just a corny joke, but still, brother. Maybe should have workshopped that one a little bit more. Maybe the goal was to be cringy, throw everybody off, make everybody uncomfortable. If that was the desired outcome, then bravo. If not, you're a
Wing Wong.
What do you need ibuprofen for when you can have a perk like Kendrick Perkins? Yeah, that'll alleviate all your needs. I actually have another show to go do, so I'm going to leave it there. Playboi Carti fans, I'm sorry, but I feel like you should know. Nicki fans, please try and be normal. If you think you may have a gambling problem, call that number. Please remember to
like the video,
subscribe to the channel so this isn't the last time you hear from me. Love you, mean it, spread the bread, and enjoy the outro. Cracking my windshield, I'm pissed off. If you a hater, get lost. Get lost. Yeah, it's my show and I'm in charge. Don't eat lemon pepper wings, but I'm the big boss. Please cut me slack, man, need a discount. About to jump off the roof, that's a dismount. I'm just playing. I'm okay.
Okay, but like, are you though?
Sorry for the pause, that's awkward. Start a podcast, cause I knew I was a talker. Yeah, my girl love me, but she's sick of my voice. And you know I'm pro-choice, so she do what she want. Why they hate when I get political? I'm a deep thinker, that's critical. Way too serious for a dude not getting paid. Man, I really need a shave. You know what sucks? Most of season 2 a day. Taking shots, but I skip out on the bar. Every single show, I swear I wanna raise the bar. Hope you listen close so you never miss the bar. Say the same thing, but I'm still going.